Hi, a very good morning to all of you. It is with great joy and pleasure that I welcome everyone to the beginning of a new chapter of Proposition. Today, we are here to remember, to revisit, and to celebrate the journey we have taken so far to establish Proposition as a platform of knowledge sharing and healthy intellectual debates, and also to announce our forthcoming line of presentations. This journey, I must say, hasn't been easy and it had its own challenges. One of them being the outbreak of pandemic. However, this also gave us an opportunity, or you can say opportunities, to explore newer dimensions and domains. As we are now here exploring online mode as the mode of presentation. Um, and here we are with yet another series with newer plans and full of hopes. Uh, and moving forward, on behalf of our team, Proposition team, I would like to take few minutes to express our gratitude to the people associated directly or indirectly with Proposition. First and foremost, I would like to thank our Dean, Dr. Bhuti Sachdev, to be the driving force, a mentor, and a true visionary. And without you, ma'am, I don't think what we are running today is possible. Our speakers who have enriched proposition by sharing their ongoing work on this platform, and we really appreciate their contribution. Our faculty members who come here as audience, who come here as participants in some ways or the other, and their critical questions and their suggestions have always helped our speakers and to the audience at large. Professor Vasavra, who has been kind and generous in giving us his time and support, and he has always enlightened us intellectually. Our amazing team, Radha Dayal, who has contributed immensely in bringing proposition to this level. Dr. Sachin Dutt and Tyali Bose from Design and Planning School, who brought an interdisciplinary flavor to this platform. I would also like to introduce and welcome a new member of our team, Diksha Goswami, who has brought a new level of energy to this whole proposition platform. I can proudly say that we have successfully been running our series, both all online and offline, the last 4 5 years. That's the time frame I have spent here, and it's even older than that. And here we see PhD scholars who are at their initial stage of work, to young faculty members, even senior faculty members who have presented their area of research, initial area of research, ongoing area of research, and all of them have benefited from proposition. And I can very confidently say that it has given them a way forward, because this comes from my own personal experience. I also presented in proposition uh, last semester, and it has given me a direction to move ahead. If I look back to series one of our online proposition, we had a mix of uh, presentations who covered areas on architecture, on which covered area on design and planning. So it was a very interesting mix that we saw. This time, I would like to introduce our the presentations which our faculty are going to be presenting in the forthcoming sessions. So again, we have a very interesting mix where some of our researchers are going to be discussing their research work on urban issues. Some of them are exploring the dimensions of architecture, education, and profession. Some are looking at materials and construction technology. So this is a platform where we are going interdisciplinary also, and not just architecture. And I can surely say that this is going to be a wonderful journey, and we are so excited to start this journey with all of you. Now, I request our dean, Vibhuti ma'am to say a few words, or many more for that matter, because you always grace the.
I always have many more words, but I think Sobia and Radha and the entire team and the faculty are very driven towards this. We It was recognized, and it will please all of you, and some of you know this. It was recognized in the university in QAC, which Professor Malik was heading as one of the best practices of the university, which is being run by our school. So it is, that is just the beginning of the fruits of labor that await all of you. I think we have to, push, work at it, take it to a higher level, and make it meaningful and enriching for us. I think research never stops in one's life. So this kind of forum is very special, and it's very rewarding for anybody who wants to bounce off ideas to a peer group who, in mutual trust and respect, responds to help further those ideas. I think this kind of culture that we are establishing, and we will, keep improving it, is very unique as far as India is concerned. Even abroad, I have some experience. I think most of you have some experience. This kind of culture requires nurturing, requires dedication, requires hard work, and of course, as Sobia has said, it's not easy. It's not easy. But also, the other thing to bear in mind is that this is one of the forums, this is one of the processes that is a slow process. As you know all the dishes that take a week to cook, and by the end of it you realize how tasty it is, because it was such a slow process, is very special and intellectually very rewarding. So I will keep some of my words with me, because uh, I will have ample opportunities to respond to this. And personally, to me, it has been a very rewarding process as well, to engage with new ideas, to engage with the new thinking, to be able to share whatever little I have as experience, as skills with younger scholars, to steer them, to show them a little bit, as I have seen more life than many of you, to steer them. That has been very rewarding for me, and it's very, I take it as a blessing for me. And it gives me a high when it does, when some of you take those ideas that were discussed in this forum, through all of us. Professor Vasara has been so generous, and all of us have contributed to this forum. And when these ideas, you see, in some ways instrumental in bringing shape to those rough forms, it that of course is, that of course is the point of it. And and I hope long may it continue, and I'm really looking forward to this next session, and being participate in it with full heart and soul. Thank you, Subia.
Thank you, ma'am, for your, again, kind words. Uh, I'm just presenting the screen, which is our forthcoming online series 3, and I'm sharing the list of our faculty members who are going to present their ongoing research work. I would request them to share their, uh, to introduce themselves if they're willing to, uh, and just a couple of words from them would be really nice. Okay.
Should we go in
I'll,
another? Yeah.
yeah. So I will take. I will just introduce them. probably some of them were not able to join us today. So we have a list of some 7, 8 speakers along the line, and we will be beginning our journey from 1st October onwards with Avitesh's proposition, which would be on building construction, concepts of circular economy, and then in the next to next Friday, which is 2 weeks after that, Farah Ahmed, again assistant professor at SAA, she will be presenting her work on architecture, education, and profession. So, very interesting mix is what we are trying to bring here. Then there will be 3 presentations back to back on urban scale, urban issues, where Samruddhi would be presenting on urban synthesis, how data-driven practices in urban design kind of becomes a case to understand this whole system. Then we have Rahat Verma, who will be presenting her work on transit-oriented development and gentrification. I would also like to mention that some of our faculty, they are doing their PhD. They are PhD scholars, and some of the work that they will be presenting is going to be their initial work that they are doing, and the rest, those who are presenting, they are their research interests. So so we are again going to be formalizing this entire proposition, and we will be coming up with our newer plans for our next series, upcoming series in the next semester. That those plans we will be sharing by the end of the series. There are 3 to 4 presentations who will be on building construction and materials. So that's how the entire series is kind of packed. But this is not an exhaustive list. You're most welcome to share your interest, and we will surely try to bring or kind of fit you in this semester series or in the next. So it's an annual plan which we are building on. Now I would, if I may request our special, I must say, expert guest, Professor Vasavra, who always brings in a lot of energy and intellectual this thing to the forum, to say a few words. Professor Vasavra, sir.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. No, this is something, which is going to be exciting again. And I must compliment you and your faculty for, dealing with plethora of multidisciplinary subjects in their own, studies, and present them here, because that is what really enriches, this entire idea of exchange, in an academic institution. I have agreed to also attend, sort of self-invited, but it would be interesting for me also to somehow present what I have been involved for decades in terms of studies in architecture. I make a slight distinction between research and studies as far as architecture is concerned, because research is something, which is used extensively in the field of science, as a kind of inquiry into something, which is innovative in a sense, in terms of adding new knowledge. Studies in architecture always, bring out or rediscover, our traditional wisdom. by examining buildings, the which are the sort of examples of the bygone era, you try to somehow rediscover the wisdom. And by wisdom I mean the knowledge, which we many times call theory, and the way it is applied in a practical situation, and the kind of understanding that you really develop out of your involvement in this application, which in a sense leaves behind a kind of repository of wisdom. So this is something which I want to sort of present, because I have, besides my own circle in which I do these kind of studies, I have very little exposure outside, in terms of personal interactions with faculty and students beyond the boundaries of perhaps SEPT. Of course, these are published, but our publications take a long time, because I think the emphasis is more or less on personal efforts and personal work, including when it comes to measuring and drawing. I still do everything myself, because that is the only way to somehow understand and rediscover the intricacies of this building. So I will certainly, sort of present in one of these sessions um, whatever I have sort of done in my own efforts to study architecture. So this is a commitment from me for this group, not just becoming a kind of observer or an attendee, but to also participate with you all, which is really a pleasure for me, and also in a sense a blessing, for which I really thank all of you, and thank especially, the Dean, for giving me this opportunity and accepting me as part of your group. This is what I would say to begin with this.
Thank you so much, sir, and we will be honored to.
So that is mutual. The honor is mutual. Because I think we are all.
That's so kind of you.
In a sense, we are all in same kind of struggle to know more, and that kind of urge never stops. So I think the honor and privilege is mutual.
Yes, sir, and all of us will definitely going to get enriched and learn from your experience, your process, of your research work. If we can get to see your work, that would be amazing.
Thank you so much.
This forum, is open to all of us, all the faculty members. So I would request our faculty members who always come and participate in some way or the other, being as an audience or as participants. We open this up to you guys. You can share your experiences. You have also attended these proposition sessions, so that would be really nice to hear from you as well.
Himanshu, maybe you'd like to say a few words, Neerjan? Yeah.
Please, sir.
I think this platform has always engaged faculty members with varied ideas of discussion points. And through those discussion points, new ideas have been brought on the table. And many times I've seen that from these new ideas, many of them have picked up a stream or a strand of research and probably inserted and developed it further. And that is what this particular platform really gives to faculty members, and not just SSA faculty members. When it was open to others, and still it is open to others, people have joined, logged in, and taken this multi-fold and multi-thread ideas together, and somewhere or the other they have brought in their research work as well and enhanced it. So that's the key point that all of us need to really look into, and take the inspiration from all the speakers who are presenting their work.
Yes, definitely. Totally agree. Um, I mean, I can see Amrita ma'am, Neerja, and Tanaya ma'am. So I would request you guys also if you have
Yeah, I think
anything to add.
yeah, I think propositions I think is a nice way, like, we connect over teaching and like, academic roles and everything, but then we really don't get to sit and discuss, like, what each one of us is working on. I think it's a good platform where we get to know, like, what research each one of us is doing, and like, we know who's the person to go to when, you're thinking about some specific topic. So I think it's a good way to, like, know our research interests. And I think propositions is exactly doing that for us. And I think now even more well organized, and like, now we have everybody presenting. So I think, yeah, it's a good way to know everybody's research interest. Thanks, Obia,
Yeah,
for conducting
and
so
thank you, Neerja,
seamlessly.
for agreeing to be one of the presenters in the series.
Thank you.
We are looking forward to your presentation.
Thank you.
Tanaya ma'am, Amrita ma'am.
Uh, so yes, it's a very good start to the new session, a new season, I'll say, for proposition this time. And right away on the first session itself, we have got the entire, I'll say the menu card is there up. So all the peoples are listed, and everybody can mark their calendars right away with the topics also. Definitely, it's a very well organized, good platform for nurturing research. I have been on both sides, presented and been an audience. And what it nurtures good talent at school. Also, hand holding by senior faculty and experts keep happening. Lots of learning, and the new initiative of documenting these lectures on our SSA Live uh, page is also a very good initiative, because they are now there for everybody else also to refer to later. This will definitely build into the school's profile for research, and also showcase its own faculty, as well as we are open to having others as well join in. Sizable number of views, because sometimes I keep referring those lecture to my dissertation students and other students to refer to, and looking at the number of views and hits on the pages, it really is very encouraging. So it's a very good platform, and so we all should be disseminating this information in our fraternity as well, so that we can get more people engaging, and good session. Thank you, Sobia, and the entire proposition team. Radha has done it earlier, now Sobia in the able hands. So definitely it's going to go from strength to strength. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanaya ma'am. Just to add to your point, yes, we are going bigger, and now we've opened this up to our other schools as well. So it's gone interdisciplinary. So we welcome all other researchers from other schools also, from other disciplines also, because it's knowledge sharing. So it's always good to hear what is happening in other disciplines, and we can learn from each other. So that's again with that intent we have opened it up, and we are looking forward to it that way. Amrita ma'am.
Hi, thanks for for doing this. I think this is, I mean, everybody said it. We're doing, it's an incredible platform. But for me, very importantly, what this is about is is how, the support that we are actually providing, all of us, that collective support, where we are actually not, it doesn't have to be a fully formed idea. In fact, it has to, ideally be an idea which is still in the, or it's still being cooked. and it's incredible to see how those opinions are kind of collecting and bringing so much more content to all our thought processes. I think that's really something that proposition intended to do. Not just put ourselves out there, but to actually be able to talk about something that was not yet ready, and to see what all it could now absorb. And I think we all, all of us, I think we should congratulate all of us to be, to be doing this, to actually engage. Some of our discussions are so energizing, the kinds of points and thought processes that come across in the commentaries are just are just incredible. And I think now the fact that you've kind of organized it for the whole semester, we know what we are going in for. It sort of prepares all of us to be able to contribute more effectively. So thank you so much for doing this way, and I mean, I'm really looking forward to all the sessions.
Thank you, Amrita ma'am. This, what you just mentioned, just it remembers me. So we were doing this SSA factor. So how one forum kind of is helping the other forum. So proposition somehow helping our FDPs or conferences, and from there we are bringing our knowledge here. So that transfer that we see happening here, I've noticed it, I've been a part of it. So I think yes, it's something that we should kind of be proud of, I would say very confidently.
We are also going to interlink it with Mud Futures.
Yes.
Those threads haven't been formed yet, but they are very much in process.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Professor Malik sir. Malik sir?
Actually, I see this platform as a kind of analogy is like a wave. This is the first wave we have got towards research, where we are formulating, participants are formulating, like Amrita has said, they are sharing their ideas, and we as collaboratively guiding them. It's a kind of a lighthouse to the participants to take their ideas further. I see in that way we are helping each other basically to do our research and further innovate and get more ideas out of it. And like Shobia, you have put up everything. Now it's all construction related thing which you are now taking this series 3. So I'll be more involved in this. So I'll be just getting ideas, and also at the end I'll be also sharing my viewpoints whenever it is going to be there.
Sir, we would love to have you as a speaker.
Yes. I'll be talking about.
I'd love to hear from you your ideas. That would be very enriching for us.
I'll give you your insight as to how the latest technology is now helping architecture. So that lecture I'll give. I'll give you one day.
Sure, sir. Point noted.
It's a very interesting analogy or a metaphor, whatever you might want to call it, wave in the mind. I'm reminded of Ursula Le Guin. I'm going to just paste the reference, and she has put together. It's an old book, but one of my favorite bedside dip-in books, called The Wave in the Mind, and it's about exactly what you were describing. How imagination is about this wave that comes in the mind, and how you kind of then either ride it or you steer it. Or so I would just some leisurely reading for proposition enthusiasts.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take down this from the chat box. I would request our upcoming speakers also, if they would like to share their point of view. We have Avitesh here, Madhur is here, and Farah, Rahat,
Avitesh, want to
Samruddhi.
go first?
Yeah. Hello, good morning, all of you. And this is really nice to be a part of proposition. And I'm going to present a topic on which I'm also doing research. And that is the thing that I can connect with all of you and also get some points to do further research on my topic. I think this will be really helpful for me. I'm looking forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Avitesh. And yeah, we were having our individual discussions also on your work. So it would be really great to see for all of us and be engaging. Madhur, would you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to?
I'm here. Yeah, yeah. So first, I would like to thanks to all of you, and especially to Yuti ma'am as well as Sobi also. So we were discussing earlier and juggling with the dates and other things. Okay, we have to like this. So, but I would like to say this is a very good platform for us to present our research, our way of approach and working. It might be any kind of research through the teaching, yeah, any knowledge sharing platform kind of thing. Through that, I will share my work which I was doing earlier. So which I would like to go through this proposition and will share a good stuff with you soon. Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes, Madhur, anytime.
Sure.
So, Rahat, you here? Would you like to?
Hi.
Hi.
Actually, I'd like to thank Sobia very much for this. She's been able to, convince me to do this time around. I would also like to thank our dean, Dr. Vibhuti Krishnev. I think I needed it the most right now because I'm kind of falling into this dark rabbit hole with my topic. There's so much to do, and the more you read, you kind of get lost in where it should be. So I think it's a good time to kind of air my ideas and get feedback if I'm, tumbling down the wrong hole or will I ever see light. So I'm actually looking forward to it, but I'm also very apprehensive of what will I be presenting and what sequence should I present. So it's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah, it would definitely be interesting because we have seen speakers presenting at different, stages, different stages of their work. So if it's an initial stage or if it's mid-level stage, or I mean, it's always uh, kind of benefits the speaker and vice versa, and it always adds value to what you're doing. So definitely
Yeah.
looking forward to your research work.
Thank you
Uh,
again for the encouragement, really, genuinely.
yeah, I mean, we are being, again, we are also being selfish because, yeah, uh, I hope I've not missed any. Farah is here.
Yeah, hi, good morning, everyone. So, uh, this honestly, I completely agree with Rahat what she said that this is a like the very good platform for us because again, the same is happening with me that there are so many things, but how to put together. So, I think the best platform to have advices to present my work and get feedback and advices, some sort of feedback from everyone to take forward my research. Eventually, I think this will help me with the PhD as well. So, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thanks, Farah. We have Suruchi also on board as a speaker this time, Suruchi Shah. And we have Purva, Ramit sir, Samruddhi. If uh, anybody wants to add anything to what we're discussing, Purva, you're here.
Yeah, so
What's
thank you very much. Thank you, Sobia, for almost convincing me to be a speaker this time. This is important because after my doctoral research work, I actually I'm in a transitional stage, deciding on future work extension of my work or whether take it like completely new approach, new ideas. So I have started out in many different areas. One of it is building information modeling, and I've been working on it for like 1 2 years. I'm still in a very beginning stage, a very nascent stage, but it would be great to get all of your opinions and ideas and concepts about it. I think it will be very beneficial. This proposition idea is really nice, where we can present our work and get the first-hand feedback before sending out something or before going a step forward. So it's a very good idea. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm really looking for a fruitful session with learning with everyone's work all the way.
Likewise, Purva, we are also looking forward to your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Uh, I would also like to request the speakers who presented in the last series or last to last series if they have anything to share. I was one of them, and I could definitely say that somehow I have figured out, or it has given me a platform to understand where my research interest actually lies and how I can then further polish it. So that's coming from me. But if any one of us, Sanya and I mean, I think all of us have at some level presented here on this platform. So it would be nice to hear from any one of you as well.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I will, first like to thank Vibhuti ma'am, Amrita ma'am, SSC Factor, where the entire idea of research started off and how it actually went. We went through that entire process and we could present something worth presenting at the proposition. That entire journey was a process, and it was so I will what I can add here is that the value that this platform really adds to the ongoing research, to the very initial ideas, is extremely important, because it gives you a lot of confidence, and it really helped me to nail down my research area. And I could understand that whatever I was trying to do had some potential. And I think this platform should be taken seriously and in the right spirit, so that it continues to add value to the research that we are doing. Thank you.
Absolutely, Sanya. Absolutely. Totally agree. This conversation, I mean, we can have this. This is never ending, but I would also request Radha Dayal, because she was one of the, uh, somebody who has taken this to this level. So now her role has been elevated as an advisor. So I would like her also to say a few words. We've
No,
very
it's
closely
great.
worked together as a team. So yeah.
It's great that it's being taken now to the next level, and looking forward to all the propositions this semester. And great poster. We have to also thank. Sorry to do this on your behalf, Sobhya, but thank Sachin for his
Yeah.
poster, which was
Yeah,
done. Yeah,
definitely.
he's
It
not
was
here, but yeah.
brainstorming that we have been doing for the last 1 year, and because of that brainstorming, we are here. What we are doing. So it's hard work of the entire team. You, Sachin, Tiali, and how can Vibhuti ma'am is the driving force, and without her support and without her vision, I don't think this would have been possible.
No, it would have, Sobhya. It would have. I'm blessed to be part of this journey, and I, blessed to be part of a very, very talented team of faculty that we have at SSA, and it fills me with pride to have these glimpses of potential that all of you hold within you. And if I can in some way, any way, be instrumental towards revealing that to yourself, that's what it's about. That's what my job is about. So thank you for including me.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. I think, is there anyone who wants to add, say few words? I think we wish all of us good luck, and just a couple of sentences. Yes, it's the uncooked forum. Having said that, please do prepare before you present, so that we can see what the recipe is, and not imagine, and we can help each other. That is very important, because also to keep the standard and the bar of propositions where it is it is an informal, can we say casual formal, I don't know, whatever the dress code of this propositions is, it needs to retain that seriousness. Otherwise there is always a danger of it becoming a chat box. I don't think it will now. I don't think it can now, because it's grown into it's matured into an adult, and it's no longer a little baby trying to find its feet, and we need to kind of help it keep growing, and keep that seriousness, dedication, and commitment, and the purpose of this forum very much at the heart of it when you present. So please consider what you want to say before you present it. Please structure it. Please have the illustrations there. Please have some references. Even if the idea is something you've dreamt up last night, please do present the hinterland of research that it takes to dream up that idea. And that is what is the potential an idea has, that hinterland is its potential. So do reveal all that to us so that we all can understand the depth of it, the seriousness of it. So I think, Sobhya, we can now wrap it up, if you agree.
Yes, ma'am. I'll stop the recording.